Yeah, you're good to go.
Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to game number 2 in the 2026 Day of Baseball. Our second game features two teams tied at the top of the Intercity League, with the 5-2 Lexington Blue Sox going up against today's home team, the 4-1-2 Andre Chiefs. At this time, let us introduce you to today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Lexington Blue Sox. Leading off, the center fielder, number 14, Jack Pasiak. Batting second, the left fielder, number 3, Jake McElroy. Batting third, starting at first base, number 41, Pat Casserly. Batting cleanup, the second baseman, number 8, Frank Landero. Batting fifth, starting at shortstop, number 2, Anderson Jimenez. Batting sixth, starting at third base, number 10, Dylan Walsh. Batting seventh, the starting right fielder, number 33, Nick Anderson. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 31, Brian Acosta. Batting ninth, starting at catcher, number 7, Brendan Doyle. And on the mound for the Blue Sox, the right-hander, number 27, Matt Draper. The Blue Sox are led by manager Rick DeAngelis. And the starting lineup for today's home team, the Andre Chiefs. Leading off, the second baseman, number 8, Ryan Patron. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 1, Nolan Lopes. Batting third, the catcher, number 48, Jonathan Espinal. Batting cleanup, starting in right field, number 35, Anthony Ventura. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 3, Joe Bova. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 43, Roberts Galvis. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 41, Rowan Oostman. Batting eighth, starting in center field, number 50, Ivan Plasencia. Batting ninth, starting at first base and managing the Chiefs, number 10, Anthony Perry. And on the mound for Andre, the right-hander, number 60, Ryan Heldenberg. Fans, with the 8-7 win Thursday night at the Brighton Braves, we would like to congratulate the Lexington Blue Sox on winning their 400th regular season game since 2006. Congratulations, and thanks to all of the former players who have helped the team reach this milestone. Congratulations and thank you to Rick DeAngelis and everyone who has supported the team over the past 31 seasons. Fans, very quickly, we ask that you enjoy today's game under the tenor of good sportsmanship. We defer to the umpiring crew on any and all decisions as it relates to ejections, and their decision is final. Thank you, enjoy the game, and let's play ball.
From center field at Lexington High School, this is Lexington Blue Sox baseball here on LSP. Today, it is the ICL Day of Baseball, and the Lexington Blue Sox and the Andre Chiefs renewing their decades-long rivalry with the Blue Sox and Chiefs tie the top of the standings in the ICL with 10 points each. The Blue Sox at 5-2, and the Chiefs at 4-1-2. Good afternoon, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring the play-by-play story. Chris Del Sordo is addressing the internet and the crowd, and just let everybody know that back on Thursday, with the comeback win, no less, against the Brighton Braves.
Had to earn it.
The Blue Sox won their 400th regular season game since 2006, not to mention all the postseason wins during that time frame, Chris. Well, I'll let him address the crowd here.
Leading off for the Blue Sox, the center fielder, number 14, Jack Pasiak.
And early season potential front runner for ICL MVP at that, Jack Pasiak.
Yeah, I said that kind of tongue-in-cheek before the broadcast started, but that is the case, right?
He is off to one of the best starts in a season for any Blue Sox batter in the last 20 years. In 6 games played, he's already crossed the 10-hit and 10-run threshold.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I would say.
It's all right. That's some decent baseball.
Like, knowing Luis Atiles' the way he sparked the team after his arrival last year, as Heldenberg fires the first pitch at 2:20. We're underway. That is a ball, 1-0. I had to imagine, like, Luis must have gotten off to a pretty similar start in his first 6 games. No, he was only like 3 for 12 in his first 6.
He had a home run in the first game, and then it was a lot
at this event,
like a year ago today.
Sox.
Exactly. And that's a really good answer right back. But that turned the corner for the Blue Sox, and then his season turned the corner about 4 games later, but he was always bringing the hustle in the defense before the bat caught up. Whereas Jack is just giving you
everything. All right. Well, we'll hope that that kicks back in a bit, the hot spot. But I am recording the whole thing just in case. Honestly, I'm just not even going to bother with the pitch count today. I think it's a bit too much work for me today. So I don't know.
That was the 11th pitch.
Right.
If we want to stay on it when we get back to that point.
I mean, honestly, it's whatever. Like, as long as what matters that we get.
Hey, go Sox, right?
Yeah, I know, right? It is 1-0. Jake McElroy with a home run. I'm recording everything past past Pasiak's. I wrote him down as having a base hit because wait, were you telling me Pasiak didn't get a base hit, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, Cass draws a walk here, and a good start for the Blue Sox.
The second baseman, number 8, Frank Landero.
So yeah, sorry for the issues with the connection, folks. It's a hot one, and if you missed it, we did record it. The home run for Jake McElroy. Feels so bad now, but what are you gonna do? As long as you have backup,
hey, listen,
right?
Jake, don't worry. We're gonna clip it. Everyone's gonna be able to see it. You turned on that bad boy. We saw it jump off the bat. It happened.
I just actually might kill the score bug entirely because it's just that hot today. I got
save the compressor as
save as many parts as I can. I'll just it's 0-2 the count. Hey, look, this is how baseball used to be. Landare baseball broadcast used to be.
That is okay. We are recording the broadcast, right?
Yes.
Because Rita, you saw that, right? That ball off of Espinal's catcher's mask, over the backstop and off of a car. He wore that, and he's acting like he did not just wear a foul ball right off of his dome like that. They're tough. They're tough behind the plate.
He's a hockey player.
Maybe.
0-2 is the count with a runner at first. 1 down, 1-0 Blue Sox.
Here's the thing. I see the similarity between catcher and goalie. Catchers like to talk. They like to be social. Goalies are different, maybe. I don't want to say weird, but I'll say weird. Catchers like to be the hosts of the party.
Okay, well then in that case, pitchers are more like goalies.
Pitchers are goalies. That I would totally agree with you on that. And that's a rabbit hole that this broadcast does not need to go down yet in the top of the first.
No.
But we can bring it back up later.
But in a game that if the game gets, less than competitive, maybe we can.
It doesn't feel like.
But when has that ever stopped me from going on tangents? 2-2 is the count to Frank. Outside for a ball, full count. Good patience here in the early going by Landero. Pasiak grounded out to begin the ball game, but Jake McElroy with a solo shot to put the Blue Sox up 1-0. And now 3-2 count, 1 out. Is Cass going to run here? He does not, and it's fouled off.
I like the approach that Landero had in this at-bat. A 4-pitch walk to Casserly, you would think that would keep the auto take up, but he swung first pitch, and he had a second pitch strike, and then he had the opportunity to get patient, grinding himself towards a good pitch to hit again.
Wind is blowing out here, and Landero takes strike 3 on the outside corner. Didn't think it was that close, but he is rung up for out number 2.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Anderson Jimenez.
Wind is blowing out, but it looks like judging by the American flag, it's blowing out a
It's
bit
blown
towards
out to right. Yeah.
which makes it that much more impressive that McElroy was able to get into it to
Yeah.
pole side.
And with the Landero K right there, that was the first time strike zone had been consistent. It had been a tight strike zone. And that was the first time it seemed like there might have been a little bit of wiggle room off the plate. Now, you get yourself back to a full count. I feel like you got to be ready to take the bat off the shoulder.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I might understand if Frank had a gripe about that one.
It's also the first inning, so.
Oh, yeah.
And you're already up 1-0. 1-1 is the count to Jimenez, who pops this one up left side, fouling out of play.
It's an official broadcast.
Wasn't it with the one off of
Off
helmet?
Off of his helmet. Okay.
Close enough. Close enough.
Anderson was pretty close to a moving car just then. They don't give you any extra runs for that, but
maybe in banana ball. 1-2 the count, and that is high for a ball. 2-2. So again, apologies for no score bug or whatnot, but stripping things down a little bit to reduce the tax on our equipment with the heat today, and it is 1-0. That's our score here in the top of the first. Jake McElroy's first home run of the year is the difference so far. You got Casserly at first after a walk. 2-2, 2 outs to Jimenez.
There you go,
And
Andy.
AJ bloops this one into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Cass will hold at second. So 2 on with 2 out for Dylan Walsh.
this is time for one of those classic Blue Sox 2-out rallies. Now batting, the third baseman, number 10, Dylan Walsh.
Walsh playing in just his third game of the season, but he's 5 for 7. The 2 he's played, he has
Couldn't
a
have placed
blooper.
that ball
oh my
any better.
Goodness.
He couldn't have placed that ball any better.
Blooper on the infield, and Osman, I don't blame him for getting a little
Hey,
crossed up
who else
there.
do you want to see with the bases loaded and the wind blowing out to right now, too?
In the 7-hole today, Nick Anderson.
Now batting for the Blue Sox, the right fielder, number 33, Nick Anderson.
So Nick Anderson playing in his third game. He's 1 for 6 so far with a walk. Picked up his first hit of the year against the Brighton Braves on Thursday and takes just up and away for a ball. 1-0, bases full of Blue Sox, and already one home here in the top of the first. The Blue Sox away game here on the day of baseball. This is actually the first time ever that the Chiefs have been the home team on the day of baseball, dating back to 2006 at the very least. It is now 2-0, hitters count for a dangerous hitter.
Only took 20
Nick
years.
Nick Anderson. Yeah.
I give him the green light here.
Bulldogs already beat the Expos earlier today. It's the only game we'll have coverage for here on the day of baseball, as that is on the outside corner. 2-1. I'm going to be in about the same horizontal plane as the
I guess the
vertical.
first pitch missed high was the verdict, right?
Well, that one definitely misses. Down and in. It is 3-1 now to Anderson. So, again, he's off to a 1 for 6 start here. We talked about his numbers the other day, the past couple of years. 1,000-plus OPS in each of his first 2 years with the Blue Sox. The Holy Cross product swings and misses. It is a full count. So, gentlemen, start your engines with Casserly at third, Jimenez at second, and Walsh at first. A big spot early in the game here. As Heldenberg comes set, the payoff pitch, here it is, fouled it off.
Way to hang. Way to fight if you're Nick. I was about to say, like, a lot rides on this pitch unless you foul it off.
Heldenberg is making his third appearance of the season. He is 0-1. His loss coming against the Sabres on June 3rd. Both of his appearances coming against the Sabres, in fact. Out 5 innings, just 1 hit and 1 earned run against the Sabres on May 28th, though. Payoff again. Outside, ball 4, walk, and a run comes home.
Hey, they don't ask how, they just ask how many. And I'm sure if you're Anderson, you would have much rather wanted to put that ball in play, but bases stay loaded. Lineup stays moving.
OBP goes up.
Now batting for the Blue Sox, the designated hitter, number 31, Brian Acosta.
So for Nick, that is his second walk and first RBI of the year. Casserly scores, and here is Brian Acosta. Acosta in the DH slot today. Watches a breaking ball get in there for strike one. Acosta's 5 for 16 in the early going. 1 for 4 against the Braves on Thursday.
It looks like right now Heldenberg's got a little bit better command of the breaking ball. As I say that, wanting to compliment him, he can't quite paint that inside corner. But
I mean, it
that's
looked
risky
good.
business.
It looked good,
Yeah.
though. It was a very good, very tempting, especially after you see the first one.
Right. But risky business if you can't locate the fastball, which is on display right there, and and if the batters know, okay, sit on the curve, it's going to be in the hittable zone. I don't think there's maybe one or two other pitchers here that came with Andre. Both, and we'll get into this as this game goes along. Both teams are in the same spot here. They are severely shorthanded in comparison to their normal rosters.
Right. Both teams batting 9. In fact, last time the Blue Sox used only a 9-man lineup was on the last game of the 2024 season. Appeal, no swing, and it's 3-1. That was on August 2nd, 2024.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. That was the last time before the June 3rd game against Melrose.
What Bruce had said was that it was essentially it's one game a year that the Blue Sox.
There's a grounder to second to the shortstop for the force. That retires the side.
For the Blue Sox, in the top of the first inning, 2 runs on 3 hits, no Chiefs errors, 3 runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the first inning, due up for Andre, Patron, Lopes, and Espinal.
Finish your thought, Chris.
That was basically you get one game a season that the Blue Sox don't bat 10.
And now we've already had 2.
Now we got 2 of them. Yeah.
Hey,
different year.
Yep. Advertising opportunities. Oh, wrong one. LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Forgive me, Greg Long, for I have sinned. LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly, made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Use the link and codes on the screen or in the description for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission from those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. And this is Matt Draper towing the rubber for the Blue Sox. Draper making his 3rd appearance of the year. He is 2-0 with a 2.55 ERA in 11 innings. He has allowed 8 hits, 4 earned runs, walked 7, and struck out 14. 7 walks, though, in the first 11 innings might be a little bit concerning, considering that back in 2024, he walked 9 batters in 36 1/3. But this is the Andre Chiefs lineup he will face. It's Ryan Patron leading it off at second, followed by Nolan Lopes as a DH. Jonathan Espinal is behind the plate. Anthony Ventura is in right. Joe Bova is in left. Roberts Galvis is at third. Rowan Osman is at short. Ivan Placencia is in center. And Anthony Perry rounds out the lineup at first. Draper has been a rock at the top of the rotation in his 2+ years with the Blue Sox.
Leading off for the Chiefs, the second baseman, number 8, Ryan Patron.
Ryan Patron donning the helmet of the Boston A's, who have always been long been a Park League powerhouse. Had the benefit of calling him and the A's against the EI Braves in the Park League Championship Series a few years ago with Sammy Finn as he swings and fouls that one off for strike 1.
I've never been a pitcher, but I have to, it's got to feel good when you just throw a get-me-over fastball for the first pitch and the leadoff hitter, who Patron is one of the best hitters on this team, was just late. You know what's coming. You could sit on it. You could be ready for it. I feel like that's just mission 1 objective completed for Draper today.
Patron with a 1238 OPS in the early going of this year. He is 7 for 14 in the 6 games he's played. The last one he played against Mass Envelope 2 days ago, he did not. It was the first one without a hit, but he did have a walk. And he fouls that one off. And the count moves to 2-2 to the Chiefs' second baseman. One double, one ribby, 7 walks, and 8 steals in 6 games.
Heck of a leadoff hitter. Understanding the assignment.
That's up and away for ball 3 to Patron. Draper hits the outside corner with a fastball for strike 3 called.
I tell you what, it's like the strike zone only really expands when you have 2 strikes against you. So far, that's what we've seen. The designated hitter, number 1, Nolan Lopes.
1 up, 1 down. Draper picks up the backwards K, and here is Nolan Lopes.
I feel like Matt's the equivalent of a streaky shooter. The stuff's always going to be there. Painting the corners, sometimes, when you start off with an at-bat like that, okay, it's a little bit easier to see him just really get his lather up and find the pocket and just keep pumping it in.
1-1 is the count to the designated hitter for the Andre Chiefs, Nolan Lopes. 2-1. Lopes playing in his 6th game. He is 3 for 14 with 1 ribby and 3 walks. Has been hit by 2 pitches. Grounds this one up the middle. Jimenez, 2 down.
My goodness, Andy's range, the ground he can cover. It's just so impressive. That ball was not near him, and he closed down so quickly to make that throw. Now batting for the Chiefs, the catcher, number 48, Jonathan Espinal.
So 1-0 is our score. Blue Sox on top. No score bug today. Kind of stripping things down for the sake of our equipment with the hot weather today, in case you're wondering. But it is 2 up, 2 down for Jonathan Espinal, the Chiefs catcher. First pitch swinging down the line. That is a fair ball into the corner against the wall. Espinal's on his way to second, and he will get there standing with a double.
I tell you what, he was dropping the trailer down before he even turned the corner there. You put the head down, you could have thought about turning that into 3, but he was very okay with the 2 that he got off it.
So 2-out double, and that brings up Anthony Ventura.
The right fielder, number 35, Anthony Ventura.
Espinal picks up just his 2nd hit of the year and his first extra base hit.
He was all over that thing, too.
And now here is Anthony Ventura, the right fielder. Ventura playing in his 7th game. He is 3 for 18. No extra base hits, 1 RBI, 3 walks. Swings at the first one and fouls it off.
I know that right now his average is 167. I feel like you cannot approach Ventura as a 167 hitter right now, especially with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, like...
Be very mindful of location against this guy.
Yeah, he's hitting cleanup for a reason. Was 1 for 4 the runs scored against Mass Envelope on Thursday. Got the tying run scoring position, a 2-1 count. Swings and misses.
Power on power right there.
I mean, you talk about like being careful with the fastball, being careful with location, Chris, but if you can blow that one by.
Right.
2-2 is a count, 2 out, and a runner at second. A 2-0 ball game in favor of the Blue Sox, bottom of the first. And a little looper and a left center over Jimenez's head into left field. There's nobody at third base to put up the stop sign, but a great throw. Now the throw to second. They do get Ventura for the final out of the inning, but Espinal scores on the RBI single.
For the Chiefs, in the bottom of the first, 1 run on 2 hits. No Blue Sox errors and no runners left on base. We head to the top of the 2nd inning with the score. Blue Sox 2, Chiefs 1. Due up for Lexington in the top of the 2nd. Doyle, Pashiak, and McElroy.
So 2-1 Blue Sox after 1. A great relay after they couldn't get Espinal at home, but they do get Ventura at second. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. Email yours truly for all the deets. So as we go to the top of the second, give you the full Blue Sox batting order. Pasiak in center, McElroy in left, Casserly at first, Landero at second, Jimenez at short, Walsh at third, Anderson in right, Brian Acosta is the DH, and Brendan Doyle, who's going to lead off this top of the second, is behind the plate. Hey, copyright strike. Come on, man.
I stopped it after the first syllable, which I normally remember to do.
And yet,
Very sorry, YouTube. We're recording, though, right? We're not going live? Or are we back live?
We are back live.
Okay,
I think
all right. I'm sorry,
yeah.
YouTube.
I don't know. Whether it's a recording or live, they can still shake you by the ankles. Pasiak, by the way, on Thursday had a leadoff home run.
Yeah.
For his first
pitch.
Yeah, first pitch. The first leadoff home run for the Blue Sox since Josue Feliciano against the Middlesex Expos at Trum Field on June 25th, 2021. Fourth Blue Sox player ever to hit his first career home run.
I wasn't even living in Massachusetts yet at that point.
Fourth Blue Sox player to hit his first career home run with this season.
Yeah.
Casserly and Tucker actually also had their first career home runs in the same game against Melrose. As we go to the top of the second, and here is Brendan Doyle.
Leading off the top of the second for the Blue Sox, the catcher, number 7, Brendan Doyle.
So here is Brendan Doyle to lead things off. In the top of the second, 9-1-2 due up for the Blue Sox. Doyle takes down and away for a ball, 1-0. Doyle playing in his fourth game. He is 1 for 8 with a couple of runs scored. His one hit coming against the Malden Mad Dogs out in the wood on June 2nd.
Tell you what, that compressor fan is earning its keep right now.
I
can hear that through every. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, pal. You're doing great.
Please kill me, it's saying.
Sorry.
1 and 2 is the count.
You're not supposed to say that on YouTube.
Please unalive me, right?
All right, well, he's going for it. There you go, folks. On a beautiful day like today.
Man, I was just trying to make a joke.
Temperature doesn't even start with 90, Sam.
I'm tired.
I'll let the joke play out next time. I'll let it simmer.
Swing and a miss by Doyle for strike 3. 1 up, 1 down.
Now hold that thought. Now batting the center fielder, number 14, Jack Pasiak. That's a great first at bat of this top of the inning for Heldenberg off of the trouble he was able to dance around in the top of the first.
Yep, that could have been a lot worse with the bases loaded in front of Nick Anderson, and all he did for Anderson was just give him a walk. And
right.
He got the fielder's choice off of Acosta. But here is Pasiak, who grounded out to short to begin the ball game. And home run, by the way, for Pash on Thursday was an inside the park home run. The first inside the park home run for the Blue Sox since A.J. Lisco against the Boston Padres on June 30th of last year, and is the 8th Blue Sox inside the park home run since 2006. Pash has a 2-1 count here, and he'll line this one into right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he has hits in each of his first 7 games as a Blue Sox.
Making a very difficult task look so easy is Jack Pasiak.
Just serving it in a right center field the other way? Yeah, seriously.
Now batting for the Blue Sox, the left fielder, number 3, Jake McElroy.
So here is McElroy, and case we didn't get it when we were having connection issues earlier, he did have a solo home run in the top of the first.
An out-of-the-park home run.
Yeah, exactly, to left field. That put the Blue Sox up 1-0. Pasiak runs. Pitch is
a strike.
Strike, and the throw down is.
He dropped the throw.
Dropped the throw.
It was probably on time.
Yeah, it looked good from here, but it is a stolen base, and now a 1-1 count for Jake McElroy. So Pasiak picks up the steal, and remember, he in his first 6 games, he's already passed the 10-hit and 10-run marks. Fouled off the other way, 1 and 2, and now he's got his 5th steal in as many attempts. Is that mine or is that yours? Oh, okay. He had 2 steals against the Braves on Thursday, and a 2-for-4 effort with 3 runs scored. Grounded to the pitcher on to first, and a good save at first by Anthony Perry for out number 2.
It's always an adventure when you get a PFP tryout. Got it. He got it within the vicinity. That's 2 good picks, actually, by Perry so far.
Yeah, seriously.
Now batting for the Blue Sox, the first baseman, number 41, Pat Casserly.
So let's see what Cass can do with 2 out and a runner in scoring position. He walked and scored last inning. Grounder to the left side.
Oh,
and
that's
a
so
bloodbath of a hop
brilliant.
into left center field.
That was brilliant
Here
by
comes
Pasiak.
the throw to the plate. Pash scores, and Cass gets to second.
He could have kept running, but he knew changing the gate, he's going to be in front of the shortstop and just make it nearly impossible for Usman to even field the ball. Just so well executed by a young, well, not a young baseball player, but young in his tenure on the Blue Sox. That run might loom larger than we think. Sorry. Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Frank Landero.
I'm also going to point out something that the great play by Heldenberg on the comebacker.
Yeah.
Like, if he doesn't field that,
We got another ball.
That's going to second, where we can assume Patron will field it cleanly for the out, and then Pasiak will get to third. Because of that,
Yeah.
you don't have the opportunity to make that play there.
To screen the shortstop, right? Yeah.
That's upstairs for a ball. So what looks like a bummer initially is that, you can't get the runner over, actually works out in the end, because then, Pash gets to play sliding door in front of Osman.
Yeah.
It counts now 1-1, and is able to come home. And let's give credit to the Chiefs there. Like Placencia came up quick, but
Yeah, Espinal cutting it off, and they almost got the throw down.
then I thought Espinal could have had a shot at Cass at second, but he decided to eat it. Anyway, Cass is now at third.
The balk on the
Oh yeah.
first pitch of the AB.
Landero hits this one into right center field.
Wynn's taking it.
Wynn's taking it, and it'll be run down for the out that retires the side, but the Blue Sox extend their lead.
For the Blue Sox, in the top of the second, 1 run on 2 hits. No Chiefs errors, 1 runner left on base. We move to the bottom of the second inning with the score. The Lexington Blue Sox 3, the Andre Chiefs 1. Due up for Andre in the bottom of the second, Bova, Galvis, and Oostman. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks.
All right, where are we? Yeah. The LSP store is open. Get yourself one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Tina the Long Arena, on it, and some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. Scan the QR code on the screen now to buy. And we go to the bottom of the second. Blue Sox leading 3-1, and it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Chiefs. Bova, Galvis, and Ostman.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Chiefs, the left fielder, number 3, Joe Bova.
This is the third meeting between these two teams on the ICL Day of Baseball as Bova grounds the first one the other way to short. Jimenez, strong throw, and Cass able to keep his foot on the bag on the throw up the line for out number 1 on just one pitch.
Anderson Jimenez at short is one of the closest things you'll have to a sure out in the ICL. The third baseman, number 43, Roberts Galvis.
Leadoff man retired by Drapes for the second straight inning, and here is Roberts Galvis swinging at the first pitch. Towering fly ball into center, and that will be tracked down. 2 pitches, 2 outs as Jack makes the catch.
Oh, come on. Do it to him, Drape.
I mean,
make it look good.
I mean, is this an automatic take from Ostman? Like, let's be real.
It would be, yeah. The shortstop, number 41, Rowan Ostman. If I was the manager of the Chiefs, yeah, it would be an auto take, certainly.
And it is.
There you go.
And I don't know, if you see the first 2 pitches go for outs on the mound, like, you have to assume that they're gonna auto take. So why would you not just try and throw a cookie down the middle?
What if they don't? I
mean,
think you could just keep playing that game, right? I take your point, but the answer is, you know.
Well, now it's turned into a 3-0 count for Ostman, who picked up his first 2 hits with the Chiefs. Thursday, he went 2 for 5 against Mass Envelope. Couple of runs scored and 3 ribbies. Statue of Liberty play. There's a strike, and it's 3-1.
I respect that so much. If you're Ostman, don't even let the thought entertain. No, I'm not trying to hit this one. You didn't get me.
And he draws a 5-pitch walk to continue the inning. So, like the first, the Blue Sox get through the first 2 batters easily, but then the third man reaches.
Now batting for the Chiefs, the center fielder, number 50, Ivan Plasencia.
Ostman draws the walk, and Espinal, after the first 2 were retired in the first, doubled and then eventually scored. Let's see what happens off the walk to Ostman as Plasencia takes upstairs for ball 1. Plasencia is 1 for 12 with a couple of runs, an RBI, and a couple of walks.
You can kind of see Ivan's, like, player archetype, right? Slender frame. He's so good defensively in center field. You have him down in the 8-hole right here. Can't sleep on a player like this. I'm sure he can handle the bat, and just the numbers aren't there at the start of the season. If you're Drapes, this isn't a foregone conclusion with this batter.
Right, it's 2-1 now, but the Blue Sox have struggled a lot this year with, like, hitters towards the bottom of the order. Oh, 3-1. Like you can't, like whatever a player's abilities are, whatever their potential is, like you got to just go after them.
If I remember correctly, on Wednesday's loss against Triple D's,
as that's pulled down the line foul.
It was. The only player who didn't get a hit was the 2-hole hitter, Steves.
Right.
And then almost everybody else from the 3-hole and down was a multi-hit before. It felt like that, at least. It was the bottom of the order.
The number 9, like Shapiro, had a couple of walks. 3 hits for the 7-hitter Madak. A walk, a hit by pitch.
99.
A walk, a couple plunkings, and a run for the 8-hitter, too. So 3-2 with 2 out. Runner will be off with this pitch, and it's grounded to third. On to first, in time for the out that retires the side. Strong throw by Dylan Walsh.
For the Chiefs, in the bottom of the second, no runs on no hits, no Blue Sox errors, and 1 runner left on base. We move to the top of the third inning. The Lexington Blue Sox 3, the Andre Chiefs 1. Due up for Lexington in the top of the third, Jimenez, Walsh, and Anderson.
Are you down with the sound called LSP? Of course you are. Then follow and support us on the web, Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash subscribe button. Membership's also available for $5 a month. PayPal, Carrier Spring, LSP 37. It's the right thing to do. 1 second, AP. Hang on. Where are you? God. We go to the top of the third, and it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Blue Sox. In Jimenez, Walsh, and Anderson. Heldenberg back out there for his third inning of work, and a good start here for the Blue Sox against their longtime arch rivals, the Andre Chiefs. And without the aid of the score bug today, we got to do the Blue Sox baseball trivia question au naturel. So listen up, folks. Here it is. The Blue Sox and Chiefs are one of 2 pairs of teams that have defeated each other multiple times in the Intercity League Championship Series. What is the other pair?
Leading off the top of the third for the Blue Sox, the shortstop, number 2, Anderson Jimenez.
Jimenez with a base hit his first time up. Blue Sox have 5 hits so far through the first 2 innings. Nice haul in by the third baseman Galvis on the high bouncer.
Nothing about that play was easy for Galvis, and he just took care of business right there.
Actually, we do have no, I was going to say, it was like, wait, do we have a new pitcher? No, it is still Heldenberg out there.
The third baseman, number 10, Dylan Walsh.
As I was saying earlier, this is the third time the Blue Sox and Chiefs have met on the ICL Day of Baseballs. There's a strike to Dylan Walsh. Blue Sox won 4-0 on June 17, 2006, and the Chiefs won 6-4 on June 24, 2018. That's downstairs, bounces to the plate and into the Chiefs dugout for a ball, 1-1. And that one loss to the Chiefs is the only time they've lost since 2006 in the ICL Day of Baseball. They are 10-1-1, and they came very close to getting hung a second L last year before Luis Atiles came to the rescue against the Brighton Black Sox. 1-2 is the count to Dylan Walsh. 2-2 is the count to Dylan Walsh. And Nick Anderson after him, and if anyone, either of them get on, Brian Acosta. Grounder up the middle, nice range at second, off balance throw. Anthony Perry nearly came up with another spectacular pick, but it will be an infield single for Dylan Walsh, his second base hit in as many at-bats.
The right fielder, number 33, Nick Anderson.
I mean,
for a 6-hole hitting third baseman, got down the line nice and quick. Hustle gets rewarded at this level.
Anderson with a walk and an RBI his last time up. Holds up there on a pitch down and away for ball 1. Now the breeze is starting to blow in a bit more, but also still to right. So that's not going to help Nick carry the ball very well.
I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing what you're seeing. I'm feeling the breeze a little bit. It's hot. It's rather still.
Yeah.
I can see the ball going still.
Yeah, it's not howling. The ball.
No, that was a great pick by Anthony.
Great pick. Yeah, great pick. Great pick-off move. Great timing, certainly, by Heldenberg. AP.
He's okay. Now he is riding the lightning a little. He already did get called for a balk, It's a little herky-jerky, but it's an effective move.
That is outside for a ball.
I don't think Mando's gotten to swing the bat yet today. See, this is the time that you give him the green light in our cookie discussion.
One down. Out there it is, and he pulled the string on him.
Thought I knew ball. Got caught flat-footed there, guys. That one's on me.
I mean, I thought I knew ball.
A 3-0 breaking ball.
I thought I knew ball. I thought I was going to pick Paraguay yesterday against the U.S. Just like runner goes, breaking ball in there for a strike. Throw is to the first base side of the bag, and it'll be a stolen base for Dylan Walsh. But you want to talk about cookies? Oh boy, that was right there on a plate for Nick. I have to imagine he was taking. Clear it wasn't the hit and run that was on there, but that was the one that right at his belt.
No, listen. I'm assuming that came from the sign from Rick at third, and one out. Right? It's the top of the third inning. You can't hang up on a pitch that could have been when you're still in the at-bat.
And what if you line out into a double play?
Exactly.
This way you know you're staying out of a double play. So you have a runner in scoring position with 3, 2, and 1 down. Outside, and Nick takes another walk. So 2 plate appearances, 2 walks for Nick, and here's Brian Acosta.
The designated hitter, number 31, Brian Acosta.
Acosta grounded into a fielder's choice to end the top of the first. Has a chance to extend the Blue Sox 3-1 lead here in the top of the third. He's got Walsh at second and Anderson at first, and he takes on the outside corner for strike 1.
See, if Heldenberg could just get away with throwing that breaking ball for every pitch, he'd be dialed.
Yeah.
Baseball doesn't work that way.
Yeah, and if wishes were horses, right? Downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Acosta,
he'd won the Triple
313
Crown.
average, 743 OPS. Remember we talked about a couple times before this season about how much, he had a career year last year, or a couple of seasons of a 500 OPS, over 900 last year. On Thursday, went 1 for 4 against the Brighton Braves, had a 2 for 3 showing against the Mad Dogs on the home opener. And he swings and misses there to pitch starting down and away for strike 3. 2 down, and it's up to Brendan Doyle.
The catcher, number 7, Brendan Doyle.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the top of the third of a 3-1 ball game in favor of the Lexington Blue Sox over the Andre Chiefs on the ICL Day of Baseball.
I think Brendan would be honest with us. It was not that competitive of an at-bat his first time up here. You want to get Heldenberg throwing at least 5 or 6 pitches in this at-bat and just put up the air of competition a bit more.
Well, he takes down and away for ball 1.
And now Heldenberg just spamming that breaking ball.
Yeah, and he clearly was not happy with the release there, though. And see, fixes on this pitch. Oh, nice one on the outside corner for strike 1-1. But it's imperative that you get Doyle here because Jack Pasiak is in the on-deck circle to turn the lineup over if Doyle gets on. And, the breaking ball, the inside corner this time, and it is 1-2.
See, if you're Doyle, you're a catcher, you'd have no problem with just wearing one right here and loading up the bases for Jack, but Heldenberg, a little bit better command than that.
Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Throw on to first to complete the strikeout, and the side is retired.
For the Blue Sox, in the top of the third, no runs on 1 hit, no Chiefs errors, and 2 runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the third inning. The score remains Lexington Blue Sox 3, Andre Chiefs 1. Due up for the Chiefs. In the bottom of the third, Perry, Petrone, and Lopes.
Our next broadcast will be next Thursday, 7:55 airtime, 8 o'clock first pitch, hopefully at full power, for the Blue Sox hosting Ed Neal's Boston Padres out of the Boston Park League interleague action here on LSP. You know where the subscribe button is. So as we go to the bottom of the third, mention all the accolades that both of these teams have. They're at the top of the tied the top of the ICL. The Chiefs have hung the only loss the Blue Sox have ever suffered on the ICL Day of Baseball since 2006. And they also have the second best record on the ICL Day of Baseball at 8-3, but they've lost their last two at this event.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Andre, the first baseman, number 10, Anthony Perry.
AP, Patron, and Lopes to lead things off here in the bottom of the third for the Andre Chiefs. Anthony Perry, also the manager of the Chiefs, is also works in the athletic department at Fisher College. And able to appeal, and he is able to hold up for ball one.
Also,
on a pitch up and in.
The de facto athletic trainer for the Chiefs today, because we saw him run over. He was able to get a gauze wrap for his pitcher, Heldenberg, before the half inning got started.
Off the end of the bat into center field. Back goes Pasiak, and he will make the catch for out number one. Good.
Almost pieced that one.
I mean, a good ride from AP.
Yeah.
He's been doing good in a pinch here.
He was probably not planning on playing today.
It definitely did not sound like it.
No, not the way he talked to us about it. The second baseman, number 8, Ryan Patron.
I mean, the day Rick has to suit up for a game is.
There ain't too many guys on the Blue Sox bench right now. Well, Sammy's ready.
Sam Steed did pitch for the Blue Sox for many years, then became an umpire here in the ICL.
That's right.
And then came back to coach.
Now it wasn't. Well, I'll hold this question for a second.
Jimenez double clutch,
Wow.
but still in time.
Now it wasn't Sam Steed, but it was Sam Finn who told you the story about when he was playing minor league ball, he would not question the umpire, and that's how he realized he needed to start becoming.
No. I'll explain
I'll
the
announce
story
this
again
in a second. The designated hitter, number 1, Nolan Lopes.
It wasn't Finn. It wasn't Sam Finn playing minor league baseball that made him realize he's too impartial to.
Right.
Okay, so
it was a story that stuck with me from last season.
Right. So, I just remind the folks that
regale us.
We're 2 up, 2 down here into the bottom of the third. Is the Chiefs' home game here at LHS, and the Blue Sox leading 3-1.
Look out!
It's now 1-1. Oh boy. So the story is as follows. The story that Sammy Finn told me was, it was actually a Blue Sox Chiefs game.
Okay.
And Jeff Vigers was at bat, and he took a pitch that was called strike 3. He didn't like it. He went back to the dugout, asked Sam Finn, "Hey, that wasn't a strike, was it?" And Sammy said, "As this is grounded to second, Landero, easy peasy 1-2-3-Z for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the third." More after this.
For the Chiefs, in the bottom of the third, no runs on no hits, no Blue Sox errors, and no runners left on base. We move it to the top of the fourth inning. The score remains the Lexington Blue Sox 3, the Andre Chiefs 1. Due up for Lexington in the top of the fourth, the top of the order, Pasiak, McElroy, and Casserly.
So to finish the story, Sam Finn told Vigsy, "No, I'm pretty sure that was a strike." And Vigsy was like, "Oh, come on, man." And that was the moment that not only did Finn basically realized, I'm too impartial to even be a player. And so that's when he joined his father as an umpire.
And we're happy to have him.
Yeah.
And the ICL is lucky to have him. You never know how you'll find your calling, but that's a great way to come upon that realization.
LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly. Made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Use the link and codes on the screen or in the description for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission from those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. And speaking of Shipping Shields, and speaking of trading cards, Katrina and I tomorrow are going to be at Ocean State Card Con at the West Warwick Civic Center in West Warwick, Rhode Island. $10 $10 tickets. I believe $5 early birds are still available. But it's good. But we'll be buying and selling Magic and other TCG cards and accessories and sealed product. And what we got?
I'm not sure. This is turning into a bit of an animated conversation. They're not upset. Nobody's at each other, but Rick and our home plate umpire. All right, it must be okay. For a second, I thought there might have been a point of contention.
I mean,
doesn't look like it.
I don't know. Rick loves everybody. So
yeah.
But anyways,
it's El Padre. Leading off the top of the fourth for the Blue Sox, the center fielder, number 14, Jack Pasiak.
Pasiak with a base hit, a stolen base, and maybe one of the cheekiest base running plays we've ever seen to score his run back in the second inning that has us where we are right now at 3-1 going into the top of the fourth, and he is ahead of Heldenberg 1-0. Lines this one down the line. That is a fair ball. He's got multiple hits again. He's got extra bases again. It stays in play. He's going to have a triple. And it, my goodness.
What a backup by the pitcher, Heldenberg.
Heldenberg was right in front of the out-of-play line to back up that throw. That saves the triple.
So that's 3 for 3 for Jack today, correct?
2 for 3. He rounded out to start. What's up? I know. Yeah. Heldenberg and AP.
I can't believe that ball nestled in where it did. If it rolls another inch, it's on the track. It's on the walking path. It's out of play.
That's out of play. That's a double. So a run saved in 2 spots there.
Yes.
Fouled off for strike 1 to Jake McElroy, who had a solo home run back in the first. Now Pasiak already with 2 hits again.
Yeah.
He's had a hit in every game he's played this season and multiple hits in all of them except one. Oh, nice trap at third. Throw on to first in time to get McElroy.
Roberts Galvis with 2. And they wouldn't be like SportsCenter top 10 level plays, but I'm talking 9.5 out of 10 level degree of difficulty plays down that hot corner.
So Pasiak stays at third.
The first baseman, number 41, Pat Casserly.
Pasiak had a keen eye there on Galvis in case that took a bloodbath of a hop on him like the ball that got past the shortstop Ostman did. And then he eventually scored on that one. Instead, he's still at third with a 1-0 count and 1 down to Pat Casserly, who is 1 for 1 with a walk, a single, an RBI, comes up empty, 1-1.
It's the first time we've seen that breaking ball in quite a bit, it feels like, from Heldenberg, and he timed it well. Got it back into the equation at the right time.
It got him out of the the top of the second, as here's a little bloop into right center field. Should be deep enough to score the run. Here comes Pasiak. Here comes the throw. He will score standing up. It's 4-1 on the sac fly. Second RBI of the game for Cass. Second run of the game for Pasiak. And it is 4-1.
I feel like Frank's due here. Now batting for the Blue Sox, the second baseman, number 8, Frank Landero.
Didn't look like it was going to stay up for a while. Wynn kept it up there.
I think he got more of it than it might have sounded like off the bat.
That is on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Landero, who's 0 for 2. Strikeout looking in the first. Fly out to center in the second. Outside for a ball. Count is 1-1. I mean, you and I have the lineups already. I think we're good.
I'm sun guarding my phone for a second here.
Yeah,
letting it get charged too.
I mean, I just threw the.
I saw you wanted to get rid of it. I'm like, no, I got a use for it.
No. I'm talking about my hotspot. I threw it under the table.
Oh. Smart.
It's really Katrina's idea.
I think most of the good ideas from this contingent are coming from the right side of the table.
That would be Katrina.
And I'm on the far left side of the table too. Let me say that right now. I'm not part of that.
I am on the far left side of everything.
Same. Whatever Katrina offers, though, I just you say it, I'll do it.
Officer, there's a commie behind home plate.
He is wearing red.
It's Navy.
Well, I'm like 30% of
Okay, and then sort of the
No,
Blues.
it matches well. Yeah, they are.
That was kind of the idea when I designed these, actually.
It's beautiful.
Landero with a 2-2.
There you go, Frank.
Smokes this one
Told
in
you
the
he was
left center
due.
field. Back at the wall.
Oh, caught it.
Oh, my goodness. Got just a bit too under it, and Placencia hauls it in for the out that retires
For the
the
Blue Sox,
side.
in the top of the fourth, 1 run on 1 hit. No Chiefs errors and no runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning with the score: the Lexington Blue Sox 4, the Andre Chiefs 1. Where are we at? Sorry.
Going to the bottom of the 4th, heart of the order.
Due up for Andre in the bottom of the 4th: Espinal, Ventura, and Bova.
Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. Email yours truly for all the deets, said the socialist. You know, there. I honestly don't think I'm that far left. I think you know what? Now's not the time for an economics lesson. Commerce is a thing, no matter the economic and governmental system. Let's just remember that. You people mean the world to me.
Well, hey, listen, New York City might win the NBA Finals tonight, and I think that means the good guys are back on top.
Oh, come on.
Not in the sports sense, but in terms of the right way to approach American life.
Like the players will want to hang out with Mamdani rather than go to the White House, and James Dolan is going to be so pissed.
Oh no.
At any rate, we go to the bottom of the 4th, and it is Espinal, Ventura,
Leading
and
off
Bova.
the bottom of the 4th for the Chiefs, the right fielder, number 35, Anthony Ventura.
Espinal with a double his first time up in the 1st, and ball 1. Double and a run scored. The only run scored so far in this game for the Chiefs.
Damn right. I'm sorry, Ant.
One down.
Don't mind me, everybody.
What were you saying to Ventura?
I said his name, and it was Espinal. I literally wrote that down and just said the wrong thing.
Skill issue.
That was the catcher, number 48, Jonathan Espinal. Now batting, the right fielder, number 35, Anthony Ventura.
Who has the only RBI in this game, Ventura.
Sorry, everybody.
Those are the only look, it happens to all
I appreciate it when the players keep me honest. I wouldn't have even noticed it because I was looking down at the scoreboard controller, too.
It actually happened to me doing PA for a Holy Cross baseball game last year.
I announced the wrong penalty once at a Northeastern hockey game in Matthews Arena. So, listen, mistakes do happen.
Look, it is 2-0 to Ventura. His base hit that drove in Espinal's the last hit for the Chiefs. He takes a strike here, 2-1. Since then, it has been 7 of the last 8 retired by Drace, with the only base runner in between being Ostman's walk to back in the 2nd innings. That's fouled off into the screen, 2-2.
Feels like that one was in the nitro zone, and Drapes might have gotten away with one there.
Listen, if you ever have a bad day at work, just be glad you weren't, the people at like a European Football League game, like a couple years ago, who played the fascist national anthem from the Spanish Franco regime before the game. Like, yeah, it's not NFL Europe, but it is a continent-wide American Football League, and they somehow played the national anthem from the Franco regime for the Barcelona team. Swing and a miss, strike 3 of the fastball. 2 up, 2 down.
Hi.
We are all human.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 3, Joe Bova. Well, now that we're talking about it, I feel like, aren't you worried that America might have a moment like that in this World Cup? I want to give the event organizers all benefits of the doubt. They're pros, but everybody's watching us right now. I feel like we've gotten off to a great start through the first 2 days. Just want to keep a good thing rolling, but I'm worried. I'm opening that up to you.
I think a lot of us are right now,
Yeah.
and right now I think I want to focus on baseball. I want to focus on this 0-2 count. and like I promise I'm not trying to I promise I'm not trying to hand wave anything away. I think we do need to get the ship back on track. Oh, 1-2. Tried to freeze Bova with the fastball there.
This game has kind of settled in.
Yeah.
So my apologies for veering off course.
I mean, I started it.
Now,
I started it. I will take
I'm
all
sure
the
the
blame.
opportunity will represent itself.
Turn into Dennis the Peasant from Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
Drapes really could, the story of where we're at in this game right now. He's 12 outs. He's faced, 13 batters.
Yeah, he's his 14th batter. He's retired 11 of them. Just rolls foul.
2 off the minimum.
Yep. He got, because Ventura, remember, he got the base hit, but then he was thrown out trying to sneak in the back door after the throw came home and they couldn't get Espinal. One and two is the count to Bova. If he can get on, Galvis is due up next. Drapes delivers. Fouled off the other way. This is a good battle here by Joe Bova.
Fairly close to where I parked my car. It didn't hit me, but I should have moved a little bit further.
Always park that way. I mean,
I know better too. I certainly know better. I brought the equipment today, and I did the diva route. I didn't feel like walking at the extra 200 feet.
High for a ball, 2-2.
Kids, let that be a lesson to you. Always take the stairs. Always park where you're supposed to. Get your steps in. Exactly.
2-2 is a count to Bova. Grounder to second. Landero's got it. And that's a similar inning to the third, too. It was 2 quick outs and then a battle before a ground out to second.
For the Chiefs, in the bottom of the fourth, no runs on no hits, no Blue Sox errors, and no runners left on base. We move it to the top of the 5th inning where the score remains the Lexington Blue Sox 4, the Andre Chiefs 1. Due up for the Blue Sox in the top of the 5th.
Yep.
Jimenez, Walsh, and Anderson.
We'll get there. The LSP store is open. Get yourself one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Tina the Longarine, on it, and some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. Scan the QR code to buy. And we go to the top of the 5th. Ryan Heldenberg back out there for the Chiefs to face 5, 6, and 7 in Jimenez, Walsh, and Anderson. Jimenez is 1 for 2 with a single, a ground out to third, and a couple of nice defensive plays.
The shortstop, number 2, Anderson Jimenez.
Blue Sox up 4-1 here in the top of the 5th, and AJ checks his swing, and it is strike 1. Blue Sox have left 6 on base through the first 4 innings. For whatever reason, though, it feels like more.
I would agree with that. I feel like the score feels apropos. Maybe you could say it should be 4-0, but
I mean,
Score-wise
it
feels right, but it does feel like there've been even more opportunities left.
High for a ball, and it is 1-2. Blue Sox, this is the one away game they'll have against the Chiefs this year. They won't have the opportunity to, this is grounded to the third base side. That is a fair ball.
All right,
down
Andy.
the line. Jimenez around first, on his way to second. Here comes the throw. Not in time. It's a double for Jimenez, his second base hit of the ball game.
Now batting for the Blue Sox, the third baseman, number 10, Dylan Walsh.
So Walshy is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and a stolen base, but doesn't have an RBI or a run scored yet. So he's got a chance here to drive one in.
Framed that nicely. Jump on this first pitch, bring on Andy, make it a 5-1 lead.
Not going to jump on that one,
No.
though. It is 1-0. We have one in our apartment complex, dear.
Feels like there's one like about, an eighth mile away, just right up the road,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. There's the public pool there. Gotcha. So Jimenez's double makes this the second straight game that the Blue Sox have hit for the team cycle, which can be a rarity in itself at any level, as that is on the inside corner for a strike.
Well, usually you get a double before a triple or a home run.
The triple is always the hardest
Yeah.
one to get.
And Jack's triple was only because the ball didn't roll onto the path.
Exactly.
That's baseball, baby.
Grounder 2 seconds. Will get AJ over to third. Oh, the rainbow
he's
throw.
safe.
No, he is out.
Oh, I thought it pulled Anth off the bag.
And it was kind of like a floater that I think I could tell Walsh was accelerating once he saw
Yeah.
the rainbow.
It was a lollipop, a rainbow popsicle, whatever we want to call it. That's what it was. Now batting the right fielder, number 33, Nick Anderson.
So here's Nick with a couple of walks, but looking to put the ball in play here. And with the infield playing back with one out, anything in play should get the run home. Like maybe
That'll
this.
work.
Fly ball to center field, catch is made. Jimenez tags and can score standing up on the sac fly by Anderson to make it 5-1.
The Sox just taking care of business. You get your leadoff runner on with a double. Yeah, you have to sacrifice a couple outs in the process, but you get him in, you extend the lead.
Get him on, get him over, get him in.
Amen.
That's how baseball works.
The designated hitter, number 31, Brian Acosta.
Is it really getting it? Katrina's over here like, really? I'm shocked. I'm like, is it really get him on, get him over, get him in if you're just yeeting balls over the fence every time, though? That's not really the same thing.
I don't think Mr. Doubleday might have forecasted the launch angle revolution.
He would have had me burned at the stake for uttering the word yeet, too. 1-0 is the count. Acosta foul tips that one. It is 1-1. So the Blue Sox up 5-1 on the sac fly by Nick Anderson. Jimenez now 2 for 3. He's got a double and a run scored. The Blue Sox now up to 8 hits on the ball game, including the double by Jimenez, a triple by Pasiak, and a home run by Jake McElroy. That is outside for a ball, 2-1. The Blue Sox have scored in every inning except the top of the third. The Chiefs got their lone run in the bottom of the first. That's outside for a ball, 3-1. And Matt Draper has retired the last 7 he's faced and the last 9 of 10.
He really could be a bigger story if the offense hasn't been so efficient also today.
Well, Acosta reaches for the first time, and now here is Doyle.
Now batting for the Blue Sox, the catcher, number 7, Brendan Doyle.
That is the 4th walk allowed by Heldenberg. First one was to Cass. The other 2 were to Anderson.
Draper's only issued 1.
Correct.
Comparatively, right?
And
Okay.
I had talked earlier about like his command issues in his first two starts, but despite being 2-0, he's He's had his 8 walks now this season. In 2024, he had 9 in 36 innings. Grounder to third. And on to first for the out. That retires the side, but the Blue Sox extend the lead thanks to Jimenez's double and Anderson's sac fly.
For the Blue Sox, in the top of the 5th, 1 run on 1 hit, no Chiefs errors, and 1 runner left on base. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Lexington Blue Sox, 5. The Andre Chiefs, 1. Due up for the Chiefs in the bottom of the 5th, Galvis, Ostman, and Placencia.
Are you down with the sound called LSP? Of course you are. Then follow and support us on the web, Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash subscribe button. Membership's also available for $5 a month. PayPal and Creator Spring. LSP 37. It tastes great on a cracker. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. God, Spin Doctors playing the halftime at the Orange Bowl. What was Third Eye Blind booked or something? Like
Some of us appreciate
No, wait. Third Eye Blind was the halftime show. The other way around. I got it wrong.
Third baseman, number 43, Roberts Galvis.
First pitch, grounded past the diving third baseman Walsh into left field for a leadoff base hit for Roberts Galvis, the first hit since Anthony Ventura's RBI single in the first for the Andre Chiefs.
Now batting the shortstop, number 41, Rowan Ostman.
Here is Ostman, who was the last base runner for the Chiefs before Galvis's base hit. He drew a walk with 2 outs in the second.
Galvis is, I think he's got something figured out with Drapes. Now, that pitch is outside, so you can't go first pitch hunting there. Both of his at-bats, first pitch swinging, almost got to hit the first time, put that one into play. You got a pitcher that's rolling right along. You got to get to him as quickly as possible. I think he might have uncovered something there for the Chiefs.
Well, it is now a hitter's count to Ostman.
That's what I get for lauding Drapes' control back in the top of the 5th.
Well,
Thanks, Matt.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-1. And I mean, much like Heldenberg's been finding success when he spams breaking ball. I think Drape's best success has been when he spammed fastball.
Just pumping the fastball at it. Oh yeah.
Like shove until they shove back.
Mm-hmm.
Like really. 2-2 now is the count after that foul off to Ostman here in the bottom of the 5th in a 5-1 ball game. Blue Sox on top of the Chiefs. Battle of the two teams tied for first place in the ICL at 10 points apiece. That comes inside. That got him. That got him. I mean, that's been a bread and butter pitch for Drapes to try and paint the inside corner with a fastball on 2 strikes, and he came a bit too far inside there.
The center fielder, number 50, Ivan Placencia.
So the first 2 batters have reached here in the bottom of the 5th for the Chiefs. The Chiefs couldn't even get the leadoff man on in the first 4 innings. Now they have the first 2 aboard here as Placencia squared, took a strike. It's 0-1. And you're dealing with the bottom of the order here, so you got to really go after him because leadoff, lineup turns over pretty soon as here's a grounder to the left side. Off balance throw to second. Goes towards the first baseman, Casserly. Everyone's going to be safe, and a run scores. Oof. Like,
It's never over against the Chiefs.
AJ's momentum was carrying him towards third, and then he turned to second to try and get that one.
Well, that would have been a tough ask for Walsh to stop what he was doing and make sure he was able to hold the bag to get the lead runner. I will say that. The first baseman, number 10, Anthony Perry.
So it's a fielder's choice and an E6 that brings home Galvis and now makes it 5-2 with runners at the corners. Still nobody out, and Anthony Perry with a chance to bring home another one. Even a double play ball would make it a 2-run ball game. There's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
I think you certainly would take, you would certainly seed the run here if you could turn 2.
Yeah, exactly. All the laud we had about AJ's defense too, and that's just a really tough play.
Yeah, you can't get mad at Anderson. Now, we could see he got mad at himself, and the dugout very quickly jumping on him to remind him, hey, you're good, Andy.
You're good. You're good.
We
still up
need
3.
you, and you're still very good at what you do. And I don't think, and what could have also been said was that most of the shortstops at the ICL, they're not even gloving that ball, let alone almost getting a force out at second.
Runner goes, a check swing.
It's going to go
foul and out of play. Placencia taking off there to stay out of the double play. Don't blame him there.
Any and all of the jokes that we've been making about the scenario that is Anthony starting this game at first and hitting for himself, he's comfortable in the batter's box.
He
even
really
against
is,
a
and
pitcher
he's
like
been very
Drapes.
good defensively too. Pickoff attempt and back safely is Placencia. It was a very Eric Ramirez kind of bounciness there at first by Placencia.
Yeah.
You have to imagine he's going to try and run again. An electric slide over there at first. He does not go, and that is up and in for a ball.
That pitch right there proves the point that I'm getting at. Like, Drapes is not – that's not a pitcher that you're going to get comfortable in that right-handed batter's box against from a right-handed arm. A little wild. It's coming in hot, and, didn't expect to play today. He's stringing together some good at-bats in that 9-hole.
Oh!
Okay.
2-2.
It's actually pretty, it got really pleasant.
Breeze is blown out to right again, 2-2. Full count.
A gigantic pitch here.
I think Placencia's going to run here. He does. Check swing, he went around, and now they'll throw back to third, and back safely is Ostman. So Placencia steals second, but Perry gets rung up. He's not happy with the call, but it does make it second and third.
I think he did hold up his swing, but that's really close anyway. So if that's your argument, then ball's too close to the top right corner to argue against that.
So that turns over the lineup for Patron, who, as I talked about earlier, is a prolific hitter during his time with the Boston A's of the Park League. And I think Anthony Perry's still not happy with the developments there.
It's unique, right? But what he's also doing is he's coming to the defense of the rest of his lineup, of his players. If you can verbalize this argument and let them see that you're riding for them, and maybe you kind of manipulated the zone a little bit lower to your liking off of just actually having that interaction. Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Ryan Petrone.
Patron in 2023 with the Boston A's had a 1220 OPS with 20 RBIs. And boy,
That was in.
Draper.
Yeah.
That's another breaking ball that hasn't gotten help on. And it is 1-0 with the infield in and runners at second and third. Grounder to third. Only play will be to first, and they do make it
scoop.
in time. Cass with the scoop. A run scores, and it's 5-3 as Osman comes home.
The designated hitter, number 1, Nolan Lopes.
So Placencia gets to third. The tying run is now at the plate in the person of Nolan Lopes. I guess it was also in the person of Patron, but you get what I'm saying.
Doyle's job gets doubly important right now with the speed of Placencia on at third.
But with 2 down, you'll just have to make the play at first.
Well, I'm just saying, any ball behind you makes it a 5-4 game regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's fouled off. It's 1-1. In the top of the 6th, the Blue Sox will have the top of the order due up. Pasiak, McElroy, and Casserly. Jack, Mac, and Pat.
Nice.
1-1 with 2 down, a 5-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. Grounder to the right side. Landero on to first. Oh, boy.
Pat Casserly with 2 picks to end that inning.
His life flashed before his eyes.
For the Chiefs, in the bottom of the 5th, 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 Blue Sox error, and 1 runner left on base. We move it to the top of the 6th inning with the score, the Lexington Blue Sox 5, the Andre Chiefs 3. Due up for the Blue Sox in the top of the 6th, the top of the order, Pasiak, McElroy, and Casserly.
Our next broadcast will be next Thursday, 7:55 air, 8 p.m. first pitch for interleague play as Blue Sox host Ed Neal's Boston Padres on this here YouTube channel. You know where the subscribe button is. And we go to the top of the 6th. Blue Sox up 5-3, a 2 spot in the bottom of the 5th for the Chiefs. Creep a little closer.
Leading off the top of the 6th for the Blue Sox, the center fielder, number 14, Jack Pasiak.
Jack Pasiak with another multi-hit game. Already 2 for 3. Make it 3 for 4 the other way.
Good at baseball confirmed. Do you hate it when guys make it look that easy sometimes?
You get him out the first AB of the game. It's like, oh, thank God. And then
the left fielder, number 3, Jake McElroy.
McElroy got the party started with his solo home run back in the top of the 1st, but that's the only hit he's got so far. Also ground out to the pitcher and ground out to the third baseman. And now that misses inside for ball 1. And when you're shorthanded, as both teams basically are here, pop up on the infield. Woohoo, boy!
Good play by Galvis.
Galvis coming in.
I think he was probably the 3rd person to
see that.
Yeah, like Catch saw it first, then we saw Heldenberg, and then Galvis got to it in time. The first baseman, number 41, Pat Casserly.
when both teams are shorthanded as they are today, it's imperative to like try and work long at bats to, because how many arms does each side have available? That's a strike. Throw down.
That's a heck of a throw by
Ooh,
Espinal.
Boy.
Wow.
Just like that, 2 down.
You want to talk about pop time? My goodness.
2 down and an 0-1 count for Casserly.
Good jump by Pasiak, too. I feel like. I mean, you might have seen it differently than me, but
I mean, it was a slow swooping curveball too, down and away. I didn't even think that was a strike initially, but bad news for Cass, 0-1, and he hits this one the other way towards the corner and foul.
Well, what I was about to say was it's a bummer because Pat's about to go deep, and that makes it just a solo shot. Just a little behind it, but Pat's looking comfortable. The higher they move him up in the lineup, he owns that role.
0-2 is the count. Popped up, fouling out of play. But further to my point about you gotta work long at bats on a day like today, and just like first pitch swinging, base hit, first pitch swinging, pop up, first pitch, caught stealing, and now it's 0-2 with 2 down, the base is empty. So Cass really has to battle here. 1-2.
Frank Landero in the on-deck circle, he's a phenomenal hitter, and there's nothing wrong with him leading off the top of the next inning, but you want to see him with a chance to do some damage and extend this lead and not have it be just at the final inning of the game.
Exactly. 1-2. Fly ball, left field, towards the line, and it gets down in fair territory.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bummer that he wasn't busting it out of the box.
That's a long. I don't think he would have had a triple anyways, but Bova came towards the line. I could feel the breeze blowing out as he tracked it down. Must have brought it back into foul territory and out of his reach. Fair territory and out of his reach.
It just caught fair territory at the last second. That's a tough play. You can't get mad at Bova for that. I guess you can if you're on the Chiefs. From my vantage point, there's not a lot you can do with that. The second baseman, number 8, Frank Landero.
So here is Frank Landero with that chance that Chris has been hoping he'd have today.
Yeah, he's due.
Down and away for a ball. In the bottom of the 6th, the Chiefs are going to have the heart of the order due up. Espinal, Ventura, and Bova. Landero serves this one into center field, back at the wall, reaching and making the catch.
That's twice.
Is Placencia. That is the 3rd time he's flying out to Placencia.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
For the Blue Sox, in the top of the 6th, no runs on 2 hits. No Andre errors. 1 runner left on base. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning with the score remaining. The Lexington Blue Sox 5. The Andre Chiefs 3. Due up for the Chiefs in the bottom of the 6th, 3, 4, and 5. Espinal, Ventura, and Bova.
LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors. Trusted by yours truly. Made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Use the link and codes on the screen or in the description for a discount on your order. You may receive a commission from those orders. But we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Chiefs, the catcher, number 48, Jonathan Espinal.
Espinal to lead things off against Draper here in the bottom of the 6th in a 2-run game. Heldenberg able to get out of dodge in that top of the 6th. The leadoff base hit by Pasiak, and then the quick pop-up by McElroy. Pasiak caught stealing. Cassidy ends up reaching on an E7, but can't come home as Landero with his third fly out to center. They've all been very good drives on his part. Grounder to the right side. Cass to the pitcher. PFP,
Woo!
baby.
The last thing you hear is Sammy Steed, you got to get over, Matt. And he does at the nick of time.
In the nick of time. 1 up, 1 down.
Whew. That's a hot day. It's the 6th inning, but he had enough juice to get himself to the bag. Now batting the right fielder, number 35, Anthony Ventura.
Ventura with the RBI single, his first time up in the strikeout swinging in the 4th.
So everything about Anthony Ventura reminds me of late 90s Chicago White Sox Frank Thomas. Wearing number 35, same squared up stance, powerful body. It's like it's like the same guy.
Whew. And nearly.
But he's not Frank Thomas. You don't need to buzz his tower as if Frank Thomas was in the batter's box right now.
Nobody nearly did Keanu Reeves in The Matrix there, trying to get out of the way of that one.
Shout out to the Big Hurt, man. Let's bring 90s baseball back.
1-1 is the count to Ventura. Draper through 5 1/3 has allowed just three runs on just 3 hits.
He hasn't been locating his breaking ball all that well today, and that was right on time, right on target from Matt.
Only got 3 strikeouts, though, but in a very pitch to contact. The vast majority of his outs have been grounders.
Yeah.
That'll be a pop-up foul. He's got the 3 strikeouts. He's got 3 fly balls into the outfield, 2 flyouts to center and 1 to right. So out of the 16 outs he's gotten so far today, 10 have been on the ground. Trying to go over the fastball to the outside part there, but released a little too late, and it is 2-2. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Blue Sox leading the Chiefs 5-3. Here's a League Day of Baseball. Grounder to the third base side, but that'll be a fair ball. Fire on to first, still in time.
Unreal by Dylan.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy.
None of us expected that ball to go back fair.
It hit the bag. It hit the edge of the bag.
Woo.
It hit the front face of the bag.
So, hey, listen, you want to take all those bounces you can get against a team like Andre when you're only up 2 here.
I know, right?
The left fielder, number 3, Joe Bova.
So let's see what Joe Bova can do. 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts, 1 to short, 1 to second. Try and prolong this inning. Swing and a miss. There's the breaking ball down and in.
Matt's having a good game, but he owes like extra firm handshakes with the entirety of his defensive infield. If things go well, if things close out the way they should for the Blue Sox.
That's
today.
now 11 out of 17 outs on the ground. Yeah. 1-1. In the top of the 7th, Blue Sox will have Jimenez, Walsh, and Anderson due up. Outside corner with a fastball, strike 2. 1-2 is the count. The thing I've noticed over the years with Drapes is that he gets his it feels like he gets his highest volume of strikeouts towards the end of his outings. Liner!
Dylan Walsh, take a bow.
I mean, what did you say about a round of handshakes for his infield defense?
You might owe him a round after this too, and a couple for Dylan Walsh. Unbelievable.
My goodness.
For the Chiefs, in the bottom of the 6th, no runs on no hits, no Blue Sox errors, and no runners left on base. We head to the top of the 7th inning where the score remains the Lexington Blue Sox 5, the Andre Chiefs 3. Due up for the Blue Sox in the top of the 7th, Jimenez, Walsh, and Anderson.
Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot. Whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach, email yours truly for all the deets. All right, we go to the top of the 7th. There's a new whip on the mound for the Andre Chiefs. It's the left-hander, Matt Doherty.
Attention in the ballpark. We have a pitching change to announce for Andre. Now pitching for the Chiefs, the left-hander, number 14, Matt Doherty.
Doherty making his 4th appearance of the year. He is 1-0 with a 2.55 ERA. In 11 innings, he's allowed 8 hits, 8 runs, 4 of which are earned, walked 12, and struck out 15. He walked 4 in 5 innings against the Bulldogs on May 26th. That was a win. No decisions against the Sabres and Palmer. Walked 6 in 4 innings, but did strike out 7 against the Sabres back on June 3rd. And walked 2 in 2 innings against Palmer, but also with 5 hits, 6 runs allowed, 2 of which were earned. Struck out 3. So he's allowed 8 runs in 11 innings, but only 4 of which are earned. And he's going to deal with Jimenez, Walsh, and Anderson to lead off the top of the 7th.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Blue Sox, the shortstop, number 2, Anderson Jimenez.
This game is now at the 1 hour 40-minute mark as Jimenez comes to bat 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a run scored, and he takes low for ball 1.
It's a really interesting delivery out of Doherty. It's very smooth, and the final 9 to 10% gets herky jerk, and it feels like it gives him some extra velocity. It would keep me a little bit more off balance as a hitter.
Jimenez pops this one up into left center field, and that will be tracked down by the center fielder Placencia for out number 1.
Now batting the third baseman, number 10, Dylan Walsh.
Dylan Walsh, fresh off of a couple of phenomenal defensive plays in the bottom of the 6th, will settle in against Doherty for the first time. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and a stolen base. That is down and away for a ball. It is 1-0.
Nice luxury to have a higher velocity lefty waiting in the dugout when you have, your 6 and 7 hitters batting left-handed.
Just missed down, and that is going to make it a 2-0 count here for Dylan Walsh. Lefty on lefty. Infield playing pretty evenly spread out here as Perry handles the hopper.
You talk about guys having good defensive days. Anthony Perry is certainly one of them as well.
Well, now here is Nick Anderson.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 33, Nick Anderson.
Nick has no official AB in this game. He's got 2 walks.
He's patient.
And a sac fly. The first 2 are down quickly here in the top of the 7th. In a 2-run ball game, 5-3 the Blue Sox on top of the Chiefs, and that is strike 1 to Nick. In the bottom of the 7th, the Chiefs will have Galvis, Ostman, and Placencia, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, due up. Went around did Anderson, and it is strike 2, 0-2. Harry Tucker in the on-deck circle in Brian Acosta's spot. if Andy gets on. Grounds this one to the right side, and that kicks away from Perry into right field. So Anderson is aboard. And here is Tuck.
What do you got on that one?
I defer to Bruce. I don't want.
Don't even want to put it in the app. I understand.
I'd give Anderson a base hit just to make sure I still get work with Fisher in the fall.
Attention in the ballpark. We have a pinch hitter entering the game in the number 8 hole, number 11, Harrison Tucker.
Remember, if he gets charged with an error, that's on Bruce, Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do you a favor. I mean, that's I don't know. Anyways. It is 0-1 to Harry Tucker with Anderson, who's got good wheels, over at first base. Tried to frame it, did Espinal, but it was outside, and it is 1-1. You see that clip? I think it was in like a Twins game earlier this week where like ball bounced to the plate and then came back to the catcher, and he just like tried to frame it after it and bounced all the way back there.
I don't know if I've seen the one that happened this week. I've seen that happen before. A Braves catcher attempted to do it, and I always love it. You gotta have some fun with this
might have
game.
been a Braves. I don't know.
You gotta have some fun in this game.
Point is, it's 1-2 now to Tuck. Top of the 7th, 5-3 ball game. Runner goes. Pitch is outside. Throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base for Nick Anderson.
Espinal's got a hose on him, though.
He absolutely does.
That was just from the knees.
Yep.
And that was a really good jump by Ando, and he's got a long stride. And he still almost got him.
And Pasiak. He got Pasiak earlier
on a breaking ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So 2-2. Outside full count with the catcher Brendan Doyle due up next. Anderson in scoring position. A base hit here would be huge for the Blue Sox. They were up 5-1 going to the bottom of the 5th, but a Chiefs 2 spot has us at a 5-3 game right now. That is down low, and it'll be a walk. And good job, too, from 0-2.
Yeah. Now batting for the Blue Sox, the catcher, number 7, Brendan Doyle.
So let's see what Doyle can do. He is 0 for 3 so far in this one. Couple of strikeouts and a ground out to third. And that was a tough luck ground out to third, too, to end the 5th.
Doesn't seem like Doherty's quite as dialed into the strike zone as Heldenberg was. Just make him throw you strikes. Make him throw you strikes here.
Upstairs for ball 1. Heldenberg issued 4 walks, for what it's worth. Fastball in the outside corner, 1-1, and now Espinal wants to go out and have a word with Doherty.
Now, this could all be theatrical. Now, they might not even be talking about anything to have to do with the at-bat right now. Give Doyle something to think about here. You certainly don't want to allow Doyle to reach and flip the lineup over to 3 for 4 Pasiak, right? With the bases loaded. It's imperative that they get this out here.
Yeah.
And so he might not have changed anything, and they just want Doyle to think a little bit harder. Who knows?
Fastball on the outside corner, strike 2.
So maybe they were talking strategy, and if that's the case, it's probably, hey, we don't need to get cute. You got a good fastball. Let's get it over.
1-2. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt. Throw to first in time to complete the strikeout. And the side is retired.
The 7th, no runs on no hits. 1 Andre error, 2 runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the 7th. The Lexington Blue Sox 5, the Andre Chiefs 3. Due up for Andre in the bottom of the 7th, Galvis, Ostman, and Plasencia.
So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Galvis, Ostman, and Plasencia, as Chris said. And it looks like Drapes is going to try and finish it off. But first, The LSP store is open. Get yourself one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog Tina the Long Arena on it, and some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. Scan the QR code right now to buy. All right, we go to the bottom of the seventh. Closing time for the Blue Sox, up 5-3.
The bottom of the seventh for the Chiefs, the third baseman, number 43, Roberts Galvis.
Now, this has been a part of the order that's given Draper some difficulty today as he misses high for ball one to Galvis, who has one of 3 hits on the day for the Chiefs. Hits the outside corner, 1-1. Chiefs dugout not thrilled with that call.
I think I understand where they're coming from on that one.
Draper out there trying to finish what he started. A 1-1 count to Galvis. He's 1 for 2. That is a foul ball, and it is 1-2. Singled and scored on an error in the 5th. He has one of 3 hits, again, for the Chiefs. That hit was the first since the first.
Whew. Got if that wasn't up at the head, I'd say you got to wear that one in this situation.
I know, right? 2-2. To finish my thought on Galvis's hit, it was the Chiefs' first hit since the first, and they haven't had a hit since. Ostman reached on a hit by pitch. Placencia reached on a fielder's choice. Popped up, foul ground, and Doyle's got it for out number 1.
The tough play by Doyle. That ball had a lot of backspin on it, and enough time to throw the mask to track the ball and squeeze.
The shortstop, number 41, Rowan Ostman.
Here is the only Chief who has yet to be retired today. Rowan Ostman walked in the second, hit by a pitch, and scored in the 5th, and he is ahead 1-0. 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. These teams tied for first in the ICL. As Ostman swings, hits this one in the air, left side, foul, and out of play for strike 1. They enter play both at 10 points. The Blue Sox at 5-2. The Chiefs at 4-1-2. Whoever wins this game is effectively going to have a 2-game lead over the other in the standings. Obviously, there's still 2 more meetings left between these 2 teams. But in a 26-game season, every game carries that much more importance. That's fouled off for strike 2, 1-2. I mean, even though the number of games in an MLB season didn't change with year-round league, like everyone plays everyone interleague play, the fewer division games you have, that means those games carry that much more importance. 1-2 is the count to Ostman. Outside with a fastball, 2-2. And again, Ostman's the only Chief who is yet to be retired today.
Feel like, and he's gotten drapes a couple of times on spoiling off those fastballs. He might be setting him up for the breaking ball right here. Nope.
Fastball up and away, full count now. From 1-2 to 3-2. Placencia is due up next. Fouled off. Oh,
Not quite
not
enough room.
quite. Oh boy. I mean, Walsh, his head was on a swivel the whole time. We've seen a couple.
I guess you could lean and make that catch.
Technically, you can,
Yeah.
yes, but once that far back, considering where you're allowed to stand, at that point, the only way you're catching it is if you're standing out of play. So it's gonna do it again at 3-2. Popped up again behind us. Still a full count. It's a great battle by Osman. Remember, the tying runs in the on-deck circle. Really got a battle here. Any way you get on base, doesn't matter how, at this juncture for the Chiefs. 3-2 again. Here it is. Popped up. Center field.
Oh, man, he's so good because
Landero really took off there, and Anderson was kind of nonchalant. I didn't think he saw, but clearly
Pasiak.
had Pasiak.
Right.
Pasiak had it the whole way.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
And it didn't start off great for either of those guys, and ultimately Pasiak sealed the deal. Now batting the center fielder, number 50, Ivan Placencia.
So Placencia, who is had a good day defensively, he's robbed Landero 3 times. Oh, tried to front door him there with a breaking ball, but it stays too far inside, and it's ball 1. Reach on fielder's choice on that play with the error by Jimenez that brought home Galvis and then stole second, but ended up stranded at third. Strike 1, 1-1. Chiefs down to their final out. Tying run in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, there's the front door.
He's been trying to get that each of the first 3 pitches. He got a strike on the last one, or maybe not in the shape that he wanted. And now it is 1-2. Draper unfazed by Placencia being granted time here. He's still bent over, peering in. He's ready to go.
This is Drape's day. He wants to close it with a bang.
1-2. Fouled off. And I talked about how his volume of strikeouts tends to get higher later in his starts, but he's only had 3 strikeouts on the day, and his first one was the first out of the 5th. He has retired 8 in a row. He's had stretches of 8 in a row retired and 7 in a row retired. He's 2 of the 3 hits he allowed were in the first.
And he hasn't moved from that waiting for the sign position.
Gamer. Ball
there
game!
It is. Today's final score, the Lexington Blue Sox 5, the Andre Chiefs 3. With the win, Lexington moves to 6-2 on the season. The loss drops Andre to 4-2. Time of game, 1 hour and 57 minutes.
So the Blue Sox have first place in the ICL all to themselves at 6-2, and the Chiefs are 4-2-2. Matt Draper with a complete game 3-hitter with just 1 earned run in that stretch. Strikes out 4. Jack Pasiak goes 3 for 4. I think this is his first 3-hit game. He's had multiple hit games in 6 of his 7. He's had a hit in every one. McElroy with a solo home run. Pat Casserly with a walk and a base hit. AJ goes 2 for 4 with some phenomenal defense. We saw some phenomenal defense all game long from both teams. Don't forget, Nick Anderson goes 1 for 1.
Yeah.
2 walks, a sac fly, a base hit, and a stolen base. Exactly the effort you love to see from these Lexington Blue Sox in a rivalry game.
Sorry, I was making sure the volume was good for these guys over here. All the Blue Sox do on the day of baseball is close out close wins. Now, they were in such a different spot 8 games into the season last year when they got that win over Brighton. This just feels like this is a team that they're humming on all cylinders. 5-3 is the most baseball-y of baseball wins you can find, right? And so right now, you were shorthanded as all heck today. Very unconventional lineup. You get the home run from McElroy. You don't look back. I don't think this team needs to change a single thing it's doing right now.
So, with that said, this has been a presentation of LSP, something for everyone since 2011. Copyright 2026. Unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Blue Sox or LSP is strictly prohibited. A reminder that if you want to support future LSP content, you can do so by buying shipping shields using the link and codes on the screen or in the description. Sponsor future content for as little as $25 a spot. Buy some of this fabulous merchandise from the LSP store. And, of course, if you are down with the sound called LSP, Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash the subscribe button. Membership's also available for $5 a month. PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP37. And we will see you fine, folks, Thursday night, June 18th, 7:55 air. 8 o'clock first pitch for the Blue Sox in interleague play once again against Ed Neal's Boston Padres. Once again, the final score from center field at Lexington High School, Lexington, Mass. It is Lexington Blue Sox 5 and the Andre Chiefs 3. For Chris Del Sordo and all my rowdy friends here at LHS, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2026.
Hi, Katrina.
Suckers. Love you, Katrina. Party hard, Caitlin.
Go USA.
Katrina.